What's poppin', my demons? You know, right? You already know who it is. It's Red Demon here. So look, I really don't have a good title for this one yet, but until I find a good title, this is What If I Had My Own Team in Naruto. I had a lot of help in this series. It wasn't just me. We had one of my close friends, Zero A. As y'all know, if you're OG on my channel, 0A helped me a lot with some of my scripts when I first blew up. We have, I have made a list, I'm gonna find it. And also another YouTuber, A.D. And I don't know if it's a YouTuber or not, but if he is, he has a description below. Lena, he will be in the below. But yeah, this is 0.5. I'll be going over my character's backstory, Zero character backstory. So pretty much I'll be going through everyone's backstory during this video. So if you don't want to be lost in the what if, you should watch this part first. So yeah, my demons. Also, I'm gonna sound depressing in this video, but I don't want to add to my backstory. I'm good. Yeah, besides that, I'm fine. My health is good. I'm just making sure that I add to the story. If I sound depressed, I'm not. But yeah, besides that, my demons, I'll see you in the video. Roll the intro.
ナルト、お前は俺よりいい目を持っている。サスケは今闇の中にいる。
Hello, my name is Jack Uchiha. My parents are runaway shinobi from the Cloud and Leaf. My father was a Cloud shinobi, and my mother was from the Leaf village. She was known for her strength, but my father, he was a demon. But then, one night changed it all. They had me, and then they ran away. I was raised far, far away from any village, but my parents wanted me to be able to protect myself. For some reason, they never told me why, but they made me train. It made me train until I couldn't walk anymore. So, by the time I was 4, I had the muscle strength of a 12-year-old. But then, my perfect life took a change for the worse. On my 5th birthday, while my mother and my father were singing my birthday song, we were attacked by cloud ninjas. They wanted to bring me back. My mother knew this was going to happen someday. So, she asked a favor from her old friend Minato. As she channeled chakra into a kunai, he gave her, just then, a bright light. What could only be described as a yellow flash appeared out of nowhere. All she asked was, please, take Jack. And Nasa said, okay, as he grabbed me, as he looked, as I seen the look he gave my mother, as he was worried, but he did what he was told. And then, in an instant, we were gone. We were gone. I hit him for hours, telling him, take me back, take me back. But he didn't listen. Another hour went by. And then he said, let's go, kid. Whatever happened should be over now. As he put his hand on my shoulder, and he reappeared with the kunai on the ground. And the first thing I see is my mother and father's bodies on the ground, covered in blood. As I see Minato turn away, but I couldn't care less. He was mad, but I was furious. But I couldn't care. I ran to my mother's body. She still had a word left in her. My mother was always a fighter, no matter what. No matter what she went through, she would always fight. As her last 2 words was, love you. As then, I slowly broke down. I felt my entire soul leave my body. I couldn't feel anything. I felt numb. But then I had a burning sensation in my eyes. It was strong. I felt my eyes gonna fall out. As then I felt tears hit my hands. I was crying. As then I hear something break behind me. And when I turned around, I see Minato's hand on the wall. And I seen it when Minato had tears in his eyes. And I was furious. And I asked him, why are you crying? You left him. And Minato said, she was like my big sister. Okay? She always had my back. But I thought she could do it. She looked me in my eyes and promised me she would do it. The look she gave me told me she would do it. That she'll come back to us. But I should have knew she got rusty. She had a whole entire kid. She had a family. I should have stayed. I could have ended in an instant. But I know if I did, her pride would have got the better of her. That was always her problem. Her pride. No one was able to beat her. So her pride always got in the way. Until she met your father. The one person that tied with her. As then Minato said, let's go, kid. It's time for us to leave. And then, when Minato looked up, he seen it. He seen the one reason why no one was able to beat my mother. As it was a Tutomo Sharingan in my right and 3 Tutomo Sharingan in my left. As I said, no, no, I will not leave their bodies here on the ground to be fiddled with by other nations. We will bury them, and they will leave. As Renato said, okay, kid, if you want to bury your parents, I won't stop you. I'll even help you out. As we went to the shed in the back, she grabbed two shovels. As then we shoveled for about 2 hours. I kinda passed out, but Minato told me that he finished and that he found a gift that my mother would want me to have. He said when I'm older, he'll give it to me. And I dropped it right there. As for the past couple months, I lived with Minato and his wife Kushina. Don't get me wrong. Kushina's food is great. It's been blessed by God. It's been put into my mouth. But every night I still picture my parents' dead bodies in my eyes, covered in blood. Seeing them lifeless, I do not ask myself, who am I? Am I from the leaf? Am I from the cloud? As during this past month, Minato filled me in who my parents were and what legacy I have to live up to. The demon of the cloud, my caring father, and for some reason, the unkillable devil of the leaf. The mother I thought that wouldn't hear a fly. I guess people do change over time when they have kids. Who would have thought my father was one to kill over 300 Rock Shinobi by himself, and my mother was the only one to beat third, fourth, by herself. As she was known to be unstoppable until the two clashed, the devil and a demon. As when I heard their stories, I realized I didn't have just one legacy to keep up in my family. I had two. So, the nights when I started crying, I just cried. But tonight, the night I made my goal, I won't cry ever again. I won't cry because I will never get close to anyone, unlike my mother and father did. Love got them weakness. Love showed them weakness. They got rusty and got killed. Me, everybody wanted to come Hokage this, Hokage that. Not me. I want to be the number one ninja in the world. Stronger than my so-called ancestor, Madara Uchiha. As after that night, after a couple more months, things got a little better. I've been training by myself for the past couple months, reading scrolls that I stole from the Uchiha in the library. They have very bad security for a really high pitched clan. And for some reason, Minato told me that they're gonna move outside the village, but they never did. I think it's because the next Hokage have a son that's a Uchiha, but that shouldn't be able to stop that. I look more into it when I become number one. As then an offer popped up, an offer of a lifetime. Only a couple could do this. Minato offered to train me. He offered to break every bone in my body until I was stronger than my mother and my father. He'd teach me everything he knows. But it was one rule. I had to make friends with his pesky students. Yes, Minato became a teacher. Who knew the knucklehead could do it? Then how childish he is. Well, that's only outside the battle. Inside battle, you can't tell this man nothing. He'll slit your throat without even telling you. Well, I can already tell this team not gonna last long. But so far, I see a depressed emo kid with gray hair. I looked into him a little more. His name is Kakashi Hatake. Strong shinobi, if I could do this to myself. But his father was a legend. The White Fang. A person that always showed love, but never got appreciated. Committed suicide, leaving his son alone. We have an orphan Uchiha, one that doesn't have a Sharingan yet. Disgraceful, but ain't bad. Lastly, we have Ren. Don't get me wrong, Ren was cute, but I didn't see what Obito seen in her. Yes, that personality and all that, but she's not strong. She'll most likely leave y'all back in the mission and end up getting y'all killed. But I didn't care. I just had a fake around them and act like I care. As I went on small missions with them, even trained with them. I even helped the Uchiha unlock his one-to-one Sharingan. I put him in the Genjutsu he sees his beloved Ren die. So I took, and all he needed was a little push. But then slowly, I stopped seeing the Knucklehead Ninja. It hurt me a little bit knowing that if I didn't see him, he probably died. And I wasn't there to stop it. Another death in my hands that I could have prevented. Because even though I'm only the same age as them, I am not on the level of a Jonin anymore. I'm a little stronger than that. And I'll keep grinding. But then, yet again, it got turned for the worst. As I was assigned a mission with Rin and Kakashi, because of Obito's death, they had to make sure a third member came. As we were sent out on another mission, the same mission that almost got Obito killed. As then, we were walking, but that didn't last long. We were ambushed by a couple of rock shinobi. No, is that rock shinobi? We couldn't really see their headbands, so we didn't care. We did what I had to do, and we attacked them. But yet again, I was right. We were busy. Guess it got herself caught. Little Miss Rin. Even though I wanted to leave her behind so bad, I didn't think twice about it. I know old man Minato would have my head if I left a student. So, even though Kakashi was already walking, I had to turn around and walk with him. I guess it was so-called promise that he made with Obito when he got the Sharingan. I really don't care about you having the Sharingan, just that it bothers me to see when he uses it the wrong way. There's so many ways he can just improve. He's just too foolish and depressed mindset that he can't fix himself. But I didn't care. As I said, Kakashi, as he turned around, what do you want? I would say Rin. Yeah. Kakashi, remember when I gave your kunais? When Obito started coming around? Yeah. Well, come touch my shoulder. I want to teach you what Sensei taught me a couple months ago. When he touched my shoulder, we disappeared. We disappeared into a dark cave. And then we heard men arguing. Light the damn fire! We can't see the fucking tail reach to her if we can't see. I'm trying my best. I don't have fire release. You do. You're just too scared. Gonna be too big. We're too small. It said, well, hurry up and light the fire. And then, as soon as the fire lit, all they seen were 3 red eyes. And they died. And then at that instant, they seen a vase. A vase with a seal. And we asked, what is this? As one said, that's the 3 tails. That's the 3 tails that y'all sent inside me. Please get me out of here. I don't want to be here no more. I want to go home. I don't want to be a ninja. As I told Rin, calm down, Rin. He won't leave you behind. He won't come all the way here to just leave you. It's time for me to summon Sensei. As I pull the kunai out, it's the same sign, but it's a little different. It's different kanji with different blood. As I shot it down, Sensei got alerted. And as soon as he got finished what he was doing, he teleported to us. As it only took him 5 minutes to do what he had to do, but he still could have went faster. I know my physical limits. He wasn't going that full power. He was playing with Shinobi. As I told him what's going on. However, when it got captured, we saved her. And now we have a 3 tails. We have the 3 tails in our possession. As he says, well, I'm pretty sure this vase will sell off as soon as we pass the gates of Chakra in the Leaf Village. That was probably planned with Rin. But I know a seal that can sell it inside a person. We just need a volunteer. As I offered, but so did Kakashi. Kakashi said, I'll do it. I said, Kakashi, you already have a burden. The burden of Obito. This will be my burden. Plus, it can help me get a little stronger. A little powerful to minds. As Master said, Kakashi, up to you. You are my student. And after this mission, you'll most likely be a Jonin. Your call. As I see Kakashi contemplating everything in life, and then it's final word in his mouth. Let Jack have the three tails. He's right. As he covers his eye, I already have the burden of Obito to keep alive. As then, an hour later, I have a seal on my stomach, becoming the three tails in Jericho. As Hinata said, well, Jack, as you know, I still the inside of you, and you're most likely got taught to it. So, what I'm going to ask you to do is sit down and meditate. Meditate on your focus to your mindset. Relax your body. Breathe in and breathe out. That I was told, and not even my second breath in, I blacked out. As I walked in, I was in a type of forest. It was gloomy, like a presence of death was all around me. It was dark, scary, but I really didn't care. It didn't matter to me. So, I brushed it off, and I kept walking. And then, I seen it. A giant stone wall. But these walls had holes in them. As then, there was a button. As when I pressed the button, I seen the three toes locked up with vines all around his body, constricting any movement. As soon as I see him, I'm saying, I'm sorry. I didn't know my mindset would do this to you. She said, it's okay. It happens with anything jerky. You're locked up until our host can handle our power. Or not die from it. Don't worry, I should be let go by tomorrow, and the wall will most likely be a cage tomorrow. So, yeah. What do you need, human? I gotta be here. I should at least know your name. And I say, well, my name is Jack Uchiha, and I know the Sharingan scheme when it comes to jerky. But I don't want to do that to you. As the Tito was shocked. So you're telling me you can't have full control of me, and you won't? No. I didn't come here to control you. I came here to talk to you. Most likely, I'm back in my house, in my room. Because Sensei would not leave me there. So, I've been doing a little digging, and what I found out is that my senseis, well, my stepfathers, no, my adopted father, sensei, coming back home, and I want to ask him to train me, and I want to use your name, well, your presence, as a crutch. Is that okay with you? I don't want to use your name in vain. So, may I use you to make my sensei's teacher teach me? He said yes. Even though you could have yourself, you asked. You would have my respect for asking me to use my name, not just using it and all willy-nilly. Ask. He said, of course, we're in the same body. We gotta at least be friends at the most. He asked, what is your name? Asked, a three-time answer. My name is Isabu. Asked, Jack said, nice to meet you, Isabu. But I have to go now. I'll see you tomorrow. And I'll try to get, if it doesn't fix tomorrow, I'll try to learn how to get the funnies off you. I'll ask Sensei to listen to Still a little bit. As Isabu says, thank you, Jack. This will be a good partnership. I can't wait to see where this goes. As Jack said, I can't wait either. As then a couple months go by, I'm gonna skip a little bit here. A couple months go by. Jiraiya comes to the village. They meet, they talk, and Jack uses Isabu's name to get Jiraiya to train him to learn Toad Sage mode and to try to control the Three Tails. So yeah, that's my third person story. The next person that we'll be talking about next episode is Zero.